Today's Toy Spot, we are having a look at Diamond Select Toys Sin City Marv. This deluxe action figure comes with a diorama base and several accessories. Down below, a picture of Mickey Rourke in his comeback career role, I suppose. I guess this would have predated the wrestler. There he is down below. Warning, choking hazard, small parts not for children under 3 years of age. There's another picture of Mickey Rourke on the side as Marv. And on the back of the package, also available is Hartigan and Nancy. Your read-up says most people think Marv is crazy. He just had the rotten luck of being born in the wrong century. He'd be right at home on some ancient battlefield swinging an axe into somebody's face, or in a Roman arena taking his sword to another gladiators like him. Instead, he warms a bar stool at Katie's Club Picos, keeping an eye on girls and beating up anybody who asks for it. The night Goldie walks into his life, he thought his luck had changed, but when he woke up to find her dead, he made it his mission to find the guy who did it and give him the hard goodbye. Figure is sculpted by Jean St. Jean, and this comes to us from the folks over at Diamond Select Toys. You can head over to www.diamondselect.com. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up. When we come back, we're going to get a better look at the Sin City Marv. There's more heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. The first thing we'll have a look at is Marv's display stand, which is really neat. It's a back brick wall area with a dripping pipe, and it connects to the, my guess is like a back alley scene. Some broken glass, there's a little rat right there, a little storm drain, and there's some slots. I was actually going to put it in, but I'll show you the slots first. Some slots, little grooves around the sides there. Just going to take the bottom of that wall and just peg it into place. The one thing I'll give credit to when it comes to Diamond Select stuff is like their display stands are always as equally cool as the figures that they come with. And you get something that looks like that. There are two pegs on the bottom of the display stand, two peg holes for Marv, so you can stand him on the display stand if you so wish. This is a great looking piece. Something I'm going to talk about too with the figure itself, digging the black and white color scheme. Really shows well on this piece. The other thing that comes with Marv, he comes with 3 other accessories. He comes with a gasoline tank, again in a gray treatment with a little bit of white outlining there. It's just a solid plastic piece. He also comes with a small axe. And lastly, he also comes with a little hand pistol. Depending on your preference, you can have Marv holding the accessories. Now, actually, when you got him out of packaging, Marv would have already had the handgun in his hand, and there was just a clear elastic attaching the hand pistol to his hand. I just removed it so I could show you guys the accessories that he comes with. Now, his other hand is more kind of an open hand area. It doesn't really fit the tanker so much, the gas tank, but you could take the axe and just kind of put it in his hand. It really doesn't, the other hand really doesn't suit holding anything really necessarily. You can kind of just, you know, hinge the fingers over to the gas tank. That's really about it. The figure itself is gorgeous. The black and white color scheme for this piece really shows this. I mean, the fact that it's also Sin City. Sin City has that black and white motif, a little bit of, you know, coloring here and there, but blood and whatnot. But the majority of the movie is pretty much just a black and white color scheme. So it makes perfect sense to have not only Marv, but Hartigan and, you know, the other characters all cast in a black and white treatment. It shows the figure extremely well, especially when you start putting it on display stands. It really sets a diorama up that, you know, walking by it really catches the eye. Details on the face, for example, on Marv, very nice. I would not say it looks a lot like Mickey Rourke's interpretation. It kind of is like an amalgamation of the movie Marv as well as like the comic treatment Marv. So it's kind of like, I find it's a happy balance between the two. Like the chiseled face, kind of all like the lines in his face, really kind of gives me more the comic feel for Marv rather than the movie version of him. Very broad brow area here, forehead, and a very defined chin. That pretty much defines Marv. He has a white shirt on, and then he's sporting a jacket. Now the jacket could not really be removed because the sleeves are still from the trench coat. The trench coat is cast and molded so it kind of blows off to the side, which definitely gives it a much cooler presence than if it was just draping straight down. The pants as well as the shoes kind of really match to that of the jacket. The pants are pretty much like the same color as the jacket. You see all the beautiful sculpt on the back there. Boots a little bit darker in color. They're more of solid black. They're more a military style boot. And of course, where his flesh color would be now a lighter gray, it all kind of complements everything very well. I think my favorite aspect to the figure is probably the sculpt of the jacket. The jacket really looks great, especially up here. We start seeing like these little wrinkles and folds and stuff like that. The jacket also looks old. Not old in the sense of like a dirty old, but like it looks old where this has been like a really weathered, really old age, where the fabric is starting to kind of just get, more creased and wrinkled and stuff like that. When it comes to your articulation for Marv, his head is on a ball joint, moves very easily left and right, up and down. Shoulders move very easily as well via the ball hinge joint that is residing in the socket area there. He has a swivel in the bicep area. He has what I thought initially was just a hinge, but it turns out it's actually a ball hinge joint, so it moves quite easily as well. Swivel also in the hand. When you get to the torso is on a ball joint. He's also got a swivel in the waist right there. And then his legs go forward, back, out via something that I've seen with other Diamond Select pieces. They've got like a ball hinge joint here, or it's more or less just like a pin joint. But then they've also got a pin joint here, allowing the leg to bend out. It also has a swivel in the thigh, a single bend at the knee, and a swivel in the foot. It's more or less like it swivels, but it hinges on its own ball joint. So some places it looks a little awkward, but the end result is a foot that at least you get a lot of motion and movement from it. And then the final way, of course, to present it is to present it on this really incredible display stand. And you get something that looks like that. I have to certainly tip my hat as well to the folks over at Diamond Select Toys. Comparing this to what we kind of got before with their 6-inch treatment figures, they've come a long way for articulation. Like articulation in the elbows and the arms really rival the stuff that we see now from other companies too. They are really up in their game when it comes to pieces. Loved Sin City, and Marv looks phenomenal. The display stand is really just the icing on what is already a delicious cake with this Marv figure. If I could give Marv here a rating, I think, again, they did a great job on this piece. I'm going to give Marv here an 8. An 8 for Marv. Today's Toy Spot, we were having a look at the Diamond Select Toys Sin City Marv. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more videos heading your way, and thanks for watching as you always do. I'll see you next time.